Greetings. This is Tyler of Infinite Dragon, and today I want to talk about how protection in energy and healing work is a lack mentality. That's right, I said protection in healing and energy work is a lack mentality. How so? Protection is a lack mentality because in these settings, the motivation to protect is because there's something being feared. The idea that there are beings or entities in existence that can cause harm. And thus, we need protection from them so that when we go out and traverse the wide expanses of existence, whatever we're doing, whether it's channeling or meditation, we want to stay safe. Ironically, then protection actually attracts that which one is trying to protect from. Because existence operates on vibration, the vibration of what you put out now is the vibration of what you'll get back. If I send out an energy of protection so that harmful energies cannot get to me, then my vibration says, I believe harmful energies exist and they can get to me. I may put out the vibration of protection just the same, but because the motivation is that I believe harmful energies can get to me, vibrationally speaking, the vibration of harmful energies getting to me is what will return. And again, I can still protect and it can be effective, but fundamentally, I'm saying that I'm fearful. Therefore, the motivation for my protection is fear-based. Now, for any of us, I think it's important to understand what we do not heal, we share. If I haven't healed or remedied or resolved my traumas, the experience that I have acquired, that have installed this fear programming within me, that energy is going to guide and govern all of my behaviors in some large or small way, especially with the idea of fear. So now let's say that I, as the practitioner, have a client. I tell them they need to protect their energy and their space. Well, what that behavior says is that I'm assuming that their energy and expression is the same as mine. But perhaps, and in all likeliness, the client doesn't have the same needs as me. Perhaps that which I fear is their friend, and perhaps what they fear is friend to me. But if I, as the practitioner, automatically assume that which I fear should be feared by all, then all I'm doing is projecting my fears onto the client. And in some cases, I'm actually teaching the client to fear where there may not be any fear in the first place. In any situation, the fears that I have not healed, I will share with others until I heal them. So then what to do? I tend to be engineering oriented, so I like to utilize Bashar's 5 laws of creation to help me mechanically see that everything I experience is me. The first one that I look at is the all is the one and the one is the all. Essentially, it's saying that there's only one being expression in all of existence, having infinite perspective experiences of itself. This means that any perspective that anyone can fear is always mechanically the one that's experiencing it. In other words, you and I and any of us are literally in every way that which we're afraid of, even if it doesn't look like it, because there's no other possible option. If it's all one being, then it's just a different part of yourself. So next, if we utilize the law of attraction, or as Bashar puts it, what you put out is what you get back, meaning vibrationally, what you put out is what you get back. Therefore, if you believe something can come into your energetic space and harm you, then that will be reflected in your vibration. Then, another piece of the all, which is still you, in another form, will show up to fulfill that vibration. Thus, in order to have any experience, you must be the vibration of that which you're experiencing. You must be that which you are experiencing to attract it, to experience it at all. Otherwise, you could not experience it. Thus, again, you are that which you're afraid of. So now that we observe that we are fearing ourselves, that we are creating the things we fear based upon the relationship we have with ourselves to generate that vibration, meaning we define something to be harmful, and therefore we fear that harm. This is an internal dialogue that takes place within each of us. We can now begin to shift our perspective so that we can stop projecting our fears onto others in the form of protection. Keep in mind, this is going to be a process and a practice. The main idea here is to bring awareness to this type of behavior, not necessarily change it overnight. So to start, imagine your energy field extends about 6 feet from you in all directions. This is your space. Let's say that I send energy your way, it goes into your space, and you become uncomfortable. The reason that my energy was able to come into your space is because your energy of your space was ineffective at being greater than the sum total of the energy that I sent to you. Think of it like this. Your energy consists of 5 parts of energy, and I send you 10 parts of energy. 5 of my 10 parts of energy cancels out 5 of your parts. The remaining 5 parts of my energy are left to affect you. This is where things become all about the relationship you have with yourself. You essentially want to, like a video game, grow your stats so much that the other players cannot affect you, energetically speaking. So if you're grounded, if the energies are balanced, if you're living in the flow of yourself and are familiar with your energy, what it feels like, sometimes what it smells or sounds like, if you're in an awareness of the qualities of your energy, if you're actively cultivating a relationship with yourself that heightens your awareness of your energy, such as its density or strength, then, in an ideal situation, your energy should be so dense, so strong, that very few things should be able to influence it. For example, have you ever had one of those days where you feel like you're on top of the world and nothing can bother you? This is what I'm talking about. Your energy is so bolstered, so emboldened, so strong and filled with that energy of excitement that nothing can penetrate your energy field. And if there is something that does, you can brush it off or transmute it so that it dissolves into becoming the same energy you're expressing. In this way, you're stating and affirming your energy, your boundaries. Having this type of relationship with yourself and your energy will promote a few things. Other people that don't align with your energy will naturally be pushed away. It may also attract more of who and what you want by being your authentic, in the flow of life self. Keep in mind there's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger energy that can influence yours. So say that you grow your energy to 20 parts. Now you start encountering people that have 40 parts. There's always somebody more. But the more you become this larger than life energy for yourself, you will stop attracting the perspectives that would seemingly negatively impose upon you. The larger energies that could impose upon you, they won't. Because once you step out of fear, you'll begin to see that there's nothing in any corner of existence to fear because it's all you. You'll see yourself reflected in everything around you. The fundamental idea here is that you are not protecting yourself. You're loving yourself so much. You are making yourself such a confident and grounded statement with your energy that your energy protects you as a side effect, not as a point of protection. It's like your energy is so filled with your expression of love and boundaries that the only things that can penetrate it are those energies that match it. So now let's say something does come into your energy space and you can't get rid of it right away. Let's go back to basics. This energy is me. It's attracted to me vibrationally, even if I'm not aware of how. The fact that it's here shows me that this is the vibration I'm putting out to attract this energy. And then perhaps, and as is often the case, as per our themes, we may, from the higher self view, choose to maintain certain vibrations for a time to teach us about ourselves so that we may grow certain abilities and attributes as more effective boundaries. For example, this thing can get into my energy because I left the door open, so to speak. Thus, I may learn how to close that gap in my energy field. There's a lot of possibilities. So to recap, energetic protection is a fear-based activity. It is fear-based because the user fears that something greater than them can harm them. Therefore, in client-oriented situations, oftentimes the practitioner projects their own fears onto the client in the form of protection. To shift this, we can utilize some of Bashar's 5 laws of creation, such as the all are the one and the one are the all, and what you put out is what you get back. In this way, we can observe how that which is being feared is only ourselves. We can then use these perspectives to assist us in learning how to accept that idea. We can then move inward with regular practice, the cultivating and deepening of the relationship we have with ourselves. This will grow and strengthen our energy field. This will naturally then repel those who are not aligned with our energy, and as a side effect, will provide protection, but not as a point of protection. The same desired effect is achieved of keeping away that which one does not prefer, but it is done in a way that is love-based rather than fear-based. So now that you're aware of this, ask yourself, have you been teaching your friends and clients fear, or have you been teaching them love? Keep in mind, there are no wrong answers. Everything is needed until it is not.